Dr. No Sleep's got a new one we're gonna react to. It's Among Us, but in real life. We're about to check it out now. Make sure to subscribe to Dr. No Sleep, guys. The link will be in the description. Here we go.
Right now, I'm standing in a pool of blood.
Okay.
The woman that was wearing a yellow jumpsuit
Yella is
dead
down
in front of me. I shot her because I was sure that she was the imposter.
Oh no, you're not the imposter.
There are only 3 of us still alive.
Okay.
I don't know where we are. Only the story of how we got here. I'm going to try and tell it to you now.
Sweet.
Before it's too late.
Let us have
before you wind up in this deadly game the same way.
Oh
we
no,
did.
it's not gonna happen to me.
Playing online games is what helped me get through this pandemic.
Right.
And the recent sensation of Among Us was my personal go-to for a release from the frantic crises of everyday life.
Yeah, that makes
Eventually,
sense.
I started to play it on a daily basis and joined servers online to get involved in competitions.
Right.
It was amazing to me how many people were enjoying this game and getting into it. I was meeting people from around the world. As much as I like doing stuff through a computer screen, it doesn't compare to real life though.
Sure.
Which I occasionally expressed in chat.
Yeah.
I guess that's where this whole thing started.
Somebody came
One
pick
user,
you up, huh?
Dr. Alvin348, sent me a DM.
Trying to
I
plan
don't remember the
something
exact
big,
wording,
down.
but he told me that him and a few others
These
were trying
games
to
will
put
be
together a
higher
competition that was a
stakes.
little higher stakes, as he called it.
Uh-oh.
If I was interested, all I had to do was click
Check out
the
the
link.
link below.
It seemed like
Among Us
harmless
Real
fun, so I
Life
clicked on the
Onion.
link.
That's a
I
dark
was surprised to
website.
see it take me to what looked like a deep website.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about clicking away until I saw a few familiar profiles from my usual Among Us server.
Alright.
Then Dr. Alvin348 explained why we were there.
Okay.
All of you have shown exceptional skills online. This
Alright.
game is something that has really brought us together, so I wanted to take it to the next level. I propose that we stage a game of Among Us in real life,
Oh
just
my
between
gosh,
us,
dude.
and we all donate to a pool where we can win real money. Survivor takes all.
Wow.
He made an opening bid of offering $100 to the pot. Others kind of felt the pressure to say yes. One user, though, Hannah Banner 23, had a few questions.
Yeah.
How is this whole thing going to work?
Right.
We don't even live anywhere near each other, she
Yeah.
pointed out. Dr. Alvin seemed to have an answer for everything. He encouraged all of us to consider this as an investment.
Alright.
He could handle everyone's travel expenses. He assured us it would be fine.
Wow.
As they might say in the game,
He wants to
I
kill
had
people.
no reason to think he was sus. I gave in when
Right.
others signed up for the game. I figured it was better than being stuck at home.
Okay.
I boarded a plane in the early morning.
Dude.
I messaged the game master and
That's
told him I
scary.
was preparing to leave.
Uh-huh.
He reminded me that someone would be picking me up from the airport. And I heard from a few other players who also said they were on their way to the game location.
Right.
Supposedly, we were going to meet
This
in
is
Jersey
kind of freaky,
or
man.
around that area. I landed and got in a cab. A driver had a placard with my name on it.
Steven.
Inside the cab,
And
on
he
the seat,
has
was a white jumpsuit,
a white jumpsuit.
identical to the kind you see in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Alvin would like you to put that on, the driver told me. He refused to even drive away until I agreed,
Wow.
and so I zipped up.
Okay.
When the zipper got to the top,
It
I heard a
locked.
click. The next thing I remember, I was in a dark room.
Oh.
I figure I must have been drugged, or
Yeah.
the suit had some kind of sleeping
Yeah,
chemicals
some
in
sort
it.
of gas.
All I knew for sure was that all of my personal belongings had been taken, and it seemed that I couldn't get out of the suit.
He's
I tried
he's
pulling
a
on the
victim.
zipper, but it seemed to be locked in
This
place.
is nuts, man.
I don't
Wonder if they
normally panic,
filming it.
but I was starting to feel like this was from a Saw movie rather than a fun game.
Right.
The intercom came to life a few seconds after I woke and announced that the game would begin in a few moments. The game master had supplied us with 2 guns and a knife, and quickly explained how that our goal was to find the imposter among us in
Yeah.
the allotted time, or die trying. An alarm went off and the door to my room opened as I moved
is
out to a
crazy,
central hub
bro.
area. Several other guests arrived from different corridors,
Uh-huh.
all seemingly as confused as I was, and apparently also being forced to wear these ridiculous costumes.
Yeah.
Alvin, this is going too far, the man in the red suit said. The intercom didn't respond,
Of course not.
so I figured we had time to work out a plan. Does anyone remember seeing any vents or crawl spaces out of
He's
here?
got a
The
murderer
woman in the
among
green
them.
suit asked. All of us agreed that by working together, we could avoid any problems.
Mm-hmm.
After all, it seemed apparent at
That's
the
how
time
Among Us works.
that the game master was the one pulling our strings.
Right.
The red suit and turquoise agreed to scout the underground lair for ways out, as the rest of us waited. A short time later, only the red suit returned. He was covered in what looked like brain splatter over his suit.
Oh my god.
He tried to turn his gun on me. It was self-defense, he shouted as he rushed
Oh my
towards us.
god, dude.
We urged him to calm down, and we all went to check out the crime scene.
What
As we
the
got to the
hell?
turquoise suit, and I turned him over, I felt an overwhelming sense of doom swallowing me.
Oh my
It was apparently the man that had brought us here, Dr. Alvin. I recognized his face as matching the profiles online. So wait, if he is dead, then who was running the game? Yellow Suit asked. All of us began to look at each other suspiciously.
Right.
But Green Suit insisted there was no need to panic. He probably just wanted to be part of the sick fun. What a psycho. All we need to do is focus on getting out of here,
Exactly.
Green said. We were all in agreement with that.
Somebody's still
So it was
among
decided that
them,
we
though.
would split up and search the murky corridors.
Oh my gosh,
The
dude,
place
this is
was
so
deafeningly
creepy.
silent. Each step I took down a dark hallway caused a loud echo,
And it kinda
making
looks
it a tad
like it would be
disorienting
set
to
up like the
determine if there
spaceship
was
for
any
Among
threat
Us.
nearby. Occasionally, I saw the red blink of a camera and realized that maybe Green was wrong. Maybe someone was still watching us.
Right.
Eventually, I came back to the main hub and checked the gear that the others had brought with them. Conveniently, no one had been allowed a cell phone.
Okay.
Chances for escape seemed less likely the more time passed.
Right.
And eventually Green, Red, and Blue returned to the main room.
Okay.
Hey, where's Yellow? I
Yeah.
asked.
Where is
None of
Yellow?
them seemed to know, and I cursed to myself. Maybe they found a way out?
Somebody
Red
knows.
suggested.
Somebody took him
Or
out.
they are in trouble, I muttered. We split up again and I called out, trying to get a response. The tight, cramped tunnels felt especially cramped the more I weaved through them.
Right.
Claustrophobic feelings settled in quickly.
That's scary, man.
Then I rounded a corner and saw Yellow holding a knife.
Oh
standing
my
over
God.
Blue. Blue was barely breathing,
Oh!
choking on his own blood when I saw him. I
Stab.
acted on instinct alone and grabbed one of the knives that I had been given, heading straight
Okay.
toward Yellow. Just as I was about to hit her, she turned around and I saw a look of shock in her eyes. The knife pierced straight through her jumpsuit. What the f? She gasped as she tried to stab me back. I don't really know what came over me. Call it a survival instinct.
Wow,
perhaps.
dude.
But I
That
blindly started
escalated
swinging my
quickly.
blade. Eventually, it severed her vocal cords, and she couldn't seem to stand properly. She collapsed to the ground, motionless next to Blue. I stood there, trying to even fathom what I had just done.
You killed
Red and
somebody.
Green arrived from the sounds of the screams. What the hell did you do, man? Green snarled as he checked them both for vitals. She killed Blue. She was the imposter, I said. It felt almost silly to use in-game jargon for something so serious.
Right. It's
But
true.
I couldn't think of any other way to explain what had just happened.
Oh my
Green
God.
shook his head. No. Blue here was choking on his oxygen cord. I think she was trying to cut it loose, he remarked. What? No. No, that can't be right.
What?
I said. I dropped my own weapon, shocked that I hadn't seen it sooner. But another
Oh
wave
my
of dread washed
God.
over me as I realized there was no way Blue could have accidentally gotten his cord wrapped around his neck. Someone else sabotaged this, wanted me to think she was an enemy,
Right.
I said. Red and Green shared a wary gaze,
Oh my
and
God,
then Red
dude.
commented, I think you are the imposter, White. You killed, choked Blue, and killed Yellow.
Wow.
For all we know, you could be the imposter.
So now they want to
Snapped
murder
back.
him.
How so? Asked Red. What do you mean, how so? You walked away with Turquoise and he ended up
They
dead.
have an event.
How do you even explain that? I replied. Let's forget about all this drama. You
Yeah.
sound sincere and believable. How about let's all just work together?
Yeah.
We can't beat this sick game by ourselves,
Yeah.
Red said. I stepped away, too paranoid to trust them,
Right.
and insisted on going alone from here on out.
Wow.
I knew one of them had to be the imposter.
Mm-hmm.
The two eventually conceded to my request, and I rushed down
Or
the
you
opposite
killed the
corridor.
imposter already?
This place is a labyrinth.
Before you kill
It's got
somebody
to be
else.
underground or maybe deep ocean. Heck, it could even be that we really were shot into space.
Could you
and I
imagine,
wouldn't
dude?
know. I've weaved through every nook and cranny, only occasionally running into
I mean,
red
paying
and
for
green.
flights
and
and
then, of
paying for
course, the other
space
bodies.
travel is two different
It's
things.
obvious we aren't getting out of here. The three of us met up in
Wow.
the main hub about 5 hours later, exhausted, tired, and defeated. But there was one bit of good news.
Mm-hmm.
Red said that he found a phone. I don't know if someone
Found?
dropped it or left it for us to find, he said, showing us. We tried to call
That's
911, but that
sus.
didn't work. So instead, we have been browsing the internet,
911.
searching for some way that maybe we can
Didn't
get out
work.
of here.
Google
But it
Maps.
feels like we can't sleep either. Because I truly don't know for sure if I can trust these people.
Right.
They haven't done anything yet to each other. But that could also be because they are waiting for an opening.
It's true.
I feel trapped. I think that it's likely we won't be alive by morning, or at least 2 of us won't.
Yeah.
All I
Somebody's
can think to do
gonna survive.
now is warn others to steer clear of advertisements for real games like this.
Oh my God, I
isn't
guess
worth it.
so.
And be wary of those you call friends. You never know when there might be a psycho among you.
God, dude, that was intense. That was really good, actually. I watched a lot of, you know, animations around the Among Us theme. This one was awesome. Dr. No Sleep, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to subscribe to him, as well as a couple other videos that I think you'll love. Thanks so much for watching. As always, this is Zueljin signing off. We'll see you next time.